Hello there guys, and welcome to another Forza Horizon 5 video on my channel. We are in autumn storm season of Series 29 Community Choice, and I am back with the second video of 2024 with a full guide slash walkthrough of the autumn season. I'll be taking you through the entire season, through the Forzathon events section, through the seasonal events section, through the challenges section, the monthly events, and of course the expansion events as well. We'll be covering tips, tunes and tricks to get you the points within this season. I'll be giving you my advice on which cars you might want to use, offering you some of my tunes, some general advice, and hopefully you'll be able to get your points and the exclusive rewards for this week with this guide. So if you do enjoy this video, do not hesitate to subscribe to the channel. It'd be greatly appreciated. We are approaching 400 subscribers. And of course, if you want to check out the New Year's speech kind of announcement from last week's video, head over to the video on the channel, and within the first couple of minutes you will see I'll be able to listen to the New Year's announcement for my plan for this year, because I am trying to get one of these videos out each week. But without any further ado, we will always start with the seasonal rewards in these videos, so we shall do exactly that. So let's have a look at what rewards we have available for the autumn season. Okay then, so for our autumn slash storm season, we have 73 points available, as in all of the other weeks of this series. For 20 points out of 73, you'll be able to unlock the exclusive Koenigsegg CCX. This is returning from Horizon 4, last seen in the previous Horizon title. It's not been in the game up until now, but it is returning, and you'll be able to unlock it for 20 points. Following my guide, that should take you between 20 minutes and half an hour, no problems at all with that one. Then for 40 points we have the Lycan Hypersport, again another exclusive returning from previous Horizon and Motorsport titles. This will take you probably between 40 minutes to an hour, depending on which challenges you choose to do and in which order, providing you complete them first attempt of course. But as usual, like I said, if you follow this guide, use the tunes and tips and tricks, you should be able to get that done pretty quickly and easily. Moving over to the series section, obviously we're in the Community Choice Festival playlist, so all of the rewards were chosen, apart from the exclusive, but the other rewards for this series were chosen in a survey that the developers released a couple of months ago. Also the Neon Nights, kind of Midnight Horizon decorations, Evolving World decorations were chosen or voted for out of a selection. So these two rewards we have here were voted by the community, so the 2020 Nissan GTR Nismo and the Porsche 911 GT3 from 2021, they were both voted to be included in this series in that survey. So you'll get the Nissan for 80 points and the Porsche for 160 points. Remember, that is across the whole series, so you have to accumulate them points across all 4 weeks. So if you got 73 points in last week's festival playlist, you'll only need 7 points obviously this week for the GTR. But if you only get maybe 40 points like I do, then you'll probably need to wait till you've got 40 points in this season, and then for the GT3 you'll need to wait until winter or spring to be able to unlock that, depending on how many points you get in each season. So they are your rewards for the season and the series, and now we can move on to the Forzathon events section of this video. Okay then, so as I said, we'll be moving now on to the Forzathon events section. This is the first section of the festival playlist, and it contains the weekly challenge, 7 daily challenges, and the Horizon Forzathon shop. And you'll notice that one of the cars in the Forzathon shop is the car required for the weekly challenge. Speaking of which, let's move straight on to the weekly challenge. C for competition. This will get you 5 points towards the playlist. It'll get you 160 Forzathon points. That is if you own a La Casa Soliguera house, which gets you double Forzathon points in any Forzathon related event, including the Horizon Arcade, where of course you get Forzathon points as well. So if you don't own that house, which I'd recommend you do by the way, you'll only get 80 Forzathon points for this. So for this weekly challenge, for Chapter 1 limited numbers, you need to own and drive the 1953 Jaguar C-Type. So as I mentioned just then, it is in the Horizon Forzathon shop this week for 900 Forzathon points, and it sits at around the top of C-Class. So if you're like me and you've got 18,000 Forzathon points knocking around, you'll be able to buy this. I actually bought it because I didn't own it. I've never really needed to own it. However, if you don't have 900 Forzathon points, which is fairly understandable if you spend your Forzathon points every week, or you don't necessarily complete all of the Forzathon challenges, it is available in the auto show for 5 million credits. Again, quite pricey, but credits should be reasonably easy to obtain in this game. There are of course also the auto show vouchers that the developers released a couple of months ago, so if you can buy them with real money. I'm not exactly encouraging you to do this, however you can do that. That is an option for you if you don't have many credits. I am always welcome to buy some of your cars as well. As you can see, I've got 437 million credits knocking around, so if you want to list a couple of cars like the 2008 M3, which you can buy in the auto show for 50,000 and sell for over 12 million in the auction house, I'll be more than happy to buy a couple of them if it means that you can buy some cars for these challenges. I've also made a tune for the Jaguar C-Type. I'll put the screen up in just a second. You don't necessarily need to tune this car for this challenge, however my tune might just make it a bit easier, bit faster. If you've got your tune that you want to use as well, or somebody else's tune, just to make it a bit easier and faster for you to complete. So if you do want to use my tune, it is shared under my gamer tag Shylo 2017, and it is called Chill #Forzathon. It is kind of just a bit of a purist build. I've quite basically maxed out the stock engine there, kept it rear wheel drive, put it on semi-slick race tyres, brakes, weight reduction and all of that jazz, just to make it a bit more of a fun challenge for you all. Okay, so once you're in your Jaguar C-Type, you'll be able to complete Chapter 2, See You Later, and for this all you need to do is reach a speed of 120 miles an hour in your C-Type. So the easiest way to do this, of course, is to head over to the highway, put your foot down a bit and you'll get there in no time. The stock car, I believe, can do about 150 miles an hour. It'll obviously take a lot longer to get there than, for example, with my tune, which is why I made it for you, just to make it a bit faster for you to complete it. Chapter 3, Barchetta Beauty, simply requires you to take a photo, so go anywhere on the map, just stop your car after Chapter 2, open photo mode and take a picture. As long as part of the car's in it, it should work absolutely fine. Nothing will happen really in photo mode, but once you back out of photo mode and back into free roam, it should say that Chapter 3 is completed, so nice and easy for Chapter 3 there. And the final chapter for the weekly challenge this week, Lighter, Faster, requires you to earn 6 stars at any speed trap in your Jaguar C-Type. So the fact that it says any speed trap rather than a total of 6 stars across speed traps suggests that you must complete this at one speed trap. So it can be any speed trap on the map. Go to one where 3 stars is, or 2 or 3 stars isn't easily to achieve, depending on perhaps if you've got a tune on your C-Type or not. And then you just need to go back and forth through that speed trap until you get 6 stars. So obviously if you get 3 stars, you'll only need to go back and forth twice. If you only get 2 stars, 3 times, and then any other combination for however many stars that you get. Just keep going through it until it says that the chapter is complete, and once you have done so, you'll have completed the weekly Forzathon challenge C for competition. We now move on to the Forzathon daily challenges. There are 7 of these, which means of course one of them releases each day throughout the festival playlist week. 6 of them will overlap into next week's season, the winter festival playlist, because each of them have 7 days on the clock for you to complete them. So if you're like me, you'll probably wait for a couple of them to unlock and then do them in batches rather than going on each day just to do the daily challenge. To be fair, I usually just wait until I've done most of the other challenges, and if I need a couple of extra points at the end, I will then use the daily challenges to achieve that. I'm not going to spend too much time on them because they're not really that difficult in my opinion, more just annoying than difficult. But if you are having any issues at all, that is what I'm here for. Contact me in the comments, leave a comment in the comments of this video. You can contact me on Xbox in DM, or well, Xbox private message, Shylo 2017. Or if you have Discord, you can also contact me on there. Send me a friend request. Let me know that you're sending a request from the YouTube channel. And my username on there is Shylo 2017, I believe. But with a lowercase s this time rather than uppercase s. So, that wraps up the daily challenges. And finally, to wrap up the first section of the Autumn Festival playlist, we have the Horizon Forzathon shop. We have the Jaguar C-Type for 900 Forzathon points. We have the Porsche 911 Desert Flyer over here for 400 Forzathon points. In my opinion, there's not really much you can do with that. It's obviously in the Eliminator, and it's pretty crap. But if it's there if you want it. We have the Toyota Race Suit if you're into dressing up your character in the game. And we have the Cat Meow Horn, and just for the laughs, we're just going to listen to this for a second. There we go, just had to get that in there. And then of course the usual wheel spin and super wheel spins if you want to waste your Forzathon points on them. Moving away from the first section, Forzathon events, we now have our second section of the Autumn Festival playlist, Season Events. In this section this week we have the Horizon Arcade, the Trial, 3 times EventLabs, 3 times Seasonal PR Stunts, and 2 times Seasonal Championships, so we better get cracking. As aforementioned, the first event in this section is the Horizon Arcade minigames. It will get you 3 points towards the festival playlist, and then it will also get you some Forzathon points, and as I said in the Forzathon event section, you'll get double Forzathon points if you own La Casa Soliguera house, so you'll either get 30 Forzathon points from completing the 3 rounds, or you'll get 60. So as usual for this challenge, all you need to do is complete any Horizon Arcade theme. There are lots of themes that you can choose from, and I'll put a couple of them up on the screen and show you what I'm referring to here. But there are wreckage, drift, speed, I think there's air, and there's lots of them you can choose from. I think there's always a drift one, and then the other one is one of the other themes as such. And all you need to do is complete 3 rounds of this. It doesn't matter if you end up being the only one that's actually doing it, because the amount of things you need to get to complete each round will vary depending on how many players are doing each Horizon Arcade. So if you're on your own, obviously there'll be much lower requirements than if there were 3 or 4 of you. So it doesn't really matter. Don't be disheartened if you're the only one doing it. It should only take you a couple of minutes. You have 10 minutes on the clock, so you can use all of them 10 minutes to get the 3 rounds done. Obviously try and pick a suitable car as well, so if it's drift, I wouldn't recommend turning up in a Jeep Trailcat. However, similarly, if it's air, I wouldn't recommend turning up in a Ford Raptor. So, pick and choose relating to which one you want to go for. Okay, and just to confirm what I was on about there, this is the kind of thing you're looking out for. So similar to the way that barn finds have like a purple circle pop up on the map when you go to find them, the Horizon Arcade is like a pink circle with the Horizon Arcade icon, and then it'll tell you which theme it is. So this one here is a drift event, and it starts in just under 3 minutes. Each of them will pop up 10 minutes before they start, so there's plenty of time for you to get there if you don't have fast travel. Even if it's on the other side of the map, you should still be able to get there quickly enough. And the other one currently is over here, and it is a speed event starting at the same time, so they both start at the same time, and then once one of them started, a couple of minutes later another 2 will pop up on the map, 10-minute countdown, and then you can go and do one of them. So even if you miss it, it'll only be about 10 minutes before the next one starts. So I think there's like every 15 minutes, so there's 4 of them in an hour, so it shouldn't take you very long at all to get these completed. Next in line for section 2 of the Autumn Festival playlist is the Trial, which is called Trial and Error. It will get you 10 points towards the festival playlist and a Porsche Cayman from 2015. The restriction for this one is C-Class pickups and 4x4s, which you can filter in your garage, and it will be on dirt racing, so not cross-country, dirt racing. Note to remember with the Trial as well, it is a co-op event, so there will be 6 driver tires versus 6, or a maximum of 6 players, which is you. So if you have a convoy of 6 people and you enter a trial event, it will be you 6 in the convoy versus 6 driver tires. However, if you're not in a convoy, or say there's only a couple of you in the convoy, you'll then have some randoms that have been picked out from around the world. And your job is to beat the driver tires as a team. So you're not racing your teammates, you're not racing the real players, you're actually racing the driver tires. So some of the things that I usually do if my teammates are struggling, I will try to block the AI, slow them down, so that the teammates can catch up, because ultimately you're trying to get more points as a team than the driver tires. And you'll see how that works when you actually enter the event, the point system there. Okay, so we are now in my garage in the favourite section, and I have 3 cars for you for this trial this week. So the first one is the 1972 Chevrolet K10 Customised. Now I do accept that this is a Festival Playlist exclusive, so there is a possibility that some people may not own this car. I'm not quite sure of the price in the auction, however I do know that it's not available in the auto show. So if you aren't able to get this car, I do have some other suggestions for you, so do not panic. But if you do want to use this one, it's probably not the most optimised. It's using rally tyres, just over 400 horsepower. There should be 3 tunes for this shed, so don't pick the wrong one by accident. Oops, misclicked there. So one of them's on slick tyres, one of them's on semi-slicks, and this one is on rally tyres. So choose the one that is C600 rallies if you are using this tune, shared under my gamer tag. If you don't want to use this one, however, I do have the Ford F-150 Raptor from 2011. So this one's, I believe, also running rally tyres or stock tyres or something. Just under 550 horsepower, so this one's got much more power. It is a bit heavier, well, around the same weight actually. Using the 6.2 litre V8, so probably a bit better. If you want to use a bit of a funky one, I have the Toyota FJ40 from 1979. This is quite an old tune, but it's actually weirdly kind of OP. Just over 300 horsepower, very light. Do be warned, it doesn't turn at all. The brakes are also a bit iffy, but if you want a bit of a laugh, then this is the car for you. Following on from the trial, we have our 3 EventLab features from the week. So these are all created by members of the Forza Horizon community, and they have been chosen out by the developers to be featured in the festival playlist. So the first one this week is called Baja Motorsports Park GP3L by Dexter4130D. It will get you 3 points towards the playlist and a 2016 Mercedes AMG C63. It is apparently a modern style circuit with some extras for fun, and a lot of work has gone into it, so have fun. I will definitely try to have fun, my friend. So the restriction for this one is A-Class Ford. I'm not really sure what it is, but given the name, I'm assuming it's some form of off-road circuit, so I will try to pick something that's able to do road and off-road for this one. Okay, so linking to what I have just said, I've got a few suggestions for you here. In fact, I have 5 suggestions, and I've tried to select a bit of a balance because, like I said, I'm not really too sure on what terrain it will be on, but hopefully most of these cars will be able to cope with kind of road and off-road terrain. So we have the 2017 Focus RS using rally tyres, we have the 2011 Ford Transit also using rally tyres. We have the 2021 Ford Bronco using off-road race tyres and a lot of power. We have the Ford number 25 Brocky Bronco from 2017 using off-road race tyres. And we have the 2018 Ford Mustang GT using rally tyres. But that is a road build, but because of the rally tyres it should be alright doing some off-roading as well. So hopefully any of those cars will be capable of surpassing the EventLab, or the first EventLab. All tunes are shared under my game tag at Shylo 2017. Succeeding that is the second EventLab of the week by Hans12, and this is Neon Slope Circuit, nestled in the rolling hills west of Guanajuato. This neon-lit circuit is where those in the know come to perfect their racecraft, according to the creator. It will get you 3 points and a super wheel spin, and the restriction for this one is A-Class Super Saloons. Once again, I have 5 suggestions for you for this EventLab, and we will start with the 2018 Audi RS4 Avant. This is another festival playlist exclusive, so if you don't own this one, I also have the 2013 Audi RS4 Avant. Practically the same car, one of them's got a bit more power, but they're both running rally tyres and all-wheel drive. We also have then the 2018 BMW M5. Now this is one of the first cars that I tuned in the game. It featured in one of my first festival playlist videos on FH5, and it was for an off-road PR stunt, hence the off-road rally tyres. However, having raced it recently on some road racing, it is surprisingly good, very quick on the straights, and it's able to keep up in the corners as well, so that is another suggestion if you want a more balanced build. If you're more of a purist guy, we have the BMW M4 Competition from 21. I also have the M3 Competition tune, but I'm not sure if that tune is shared because it was more of a cruise build. However, this one running rally tyres and the stock horsepower. And then finally over here we have the Lincoln Co 03 Plus in 2021. This isn't the TCR version, this is the stock version, but with the TCR body kit. So if you want a bit of a grip build, then that is the one to use. And to wrap up the event labs for the autumn season, we have Kiyosomi Circuit by Space Packers, a fictional raceway set in a small city in Japan, and apologies to the creator if I've butchered the pronunciation of that one. This will get you another 3 points and a kick-ups emote for those of you that like emotes, not really me, but each to their own. And the restriction for this one is B-Class Audi, so let's head over to my garage once again. Just the 3 suggestions for this one, the first of which is the 2011 Audi RS3 Sportback running rally tyres. Then we have the Audi RS2 from 1995, which I actually tuned for one of the challenges in my FH5 2 years video. Cheeky little plug for that, so if you want to find it, head over to find it on the channel for the Forza Horizon 5 2 year celebration video. And then we have the 1983 Audi Sport Quattro. This was tuned by one of my channel moderators, Dobra, and I'll put his gamer tag on the screen, Andrew9565, if you want to download that one. We now advance to what some viewers may consider the best part of the video, and that is because you will get to see me attempt the seasonal PR stunts. I always show a clip of these once I've gone through them, and it's always my first attempt, so if I fail, you get to see me fail. That's just part of the video, makes it a bit more interesting. So we have 3 PR stunts as usual. I believe that one of them is an Evolving World PR stunt, the Danger Sign, and the other 2 are standard PR stunts. So let's get straight into them. Okay then, so because all of the PR stunts this week require the same restriction, I'm just going to go through each of them quickly, then head over to my garage, show you the car restrictions, and then I'll show the clips of me completing each of them. So the restriction for all of them this week is S1 class modern sports cars. However, you might want to use a different modern sports car for each PR stunt, and I'll show you why in just a second. They'll also additionally get you 2 points towards the festival playlist. So we have the Metal Bird Danger Sign over here, which requires 70 metres. Then over here we have the Green Hills Speed Zone, 150 miles an hour. And finally, down on the southeast here, we have the Tullum Speed Trap, 170 miles an hour. So, contrary to me saying that you might want to use a different car for each PR stunt, I have only got 2 suggestions for you this week for this one, which is slightly interesting. So, the first one is the 2019 BMW Z4 Roadster, which was tuned, I believe, for a Forzathon that we had to do in this car. So, it's got plenty of power using the Supra 2JZ. And then at the end here, right over here, we have the TVR Griffith from 2018. This is actually tuned by Don Joe One Song. Most of you will probably know him, very popular player and YouTuber. I will stick his gamer tag on the screen or in the description so that you can see that and download his tune. So this is actually a race tune, but for possibly the speed trap, but definitely the speed zone, it's going to be the better of the 2 cars because of its grip. Just a quick note for this first PR stunt here, the Green Hill Speed Zone. You'll probably be able to attempt it from either side, but I'm just going from this side because I think it's probably the easier of the 2 in this car.
Arrived at your destination. Arrived at your destination.
And to wrap up arguably the most important section of the festival playlist, we have the seasonal championships. The first of which is called Muddy Madness. It is dirt racing and it will get you 5 points towards the playlist and a Ford RS200. The restriction for this one is A-class unlimited off-road, and remember we are on dirt and not cross-country. Just the 3 suggestions for this seasonal championship. We have the number 99 Extreme Chip Ganassi version. However, remember all of the Extremes are just the same, so if you apply the same tune to all of them, it'll essentially be the same thing. Pretty much all I did to this one was add some extra power and some weight reduction, so if you need me to give you the parts to put on any other Extreme, then that's completely fine. I believe this is the one that you can get from the auto show, which is helpful as well, because some of them are also festival playlist exclusives. Then we also have the previously seen Ford Brocky, we've already talked about that one, and the 2016 Jeep Trailcat, which featured in my FH5 2 years video as well, and that is probably the best out of all of them for dirt racing. And the second and final seasonal championship for this week is Buy Cheaps and Bounds. Again, it is dirt racing. It will get you 5 points towards the playlist, and this time the Audi RS7 from 2013. The restriction for this one is B700 Jeep. I actually only have one suggestion for this one this week, and it is the 2014 Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT. So this isn't the 2018 Trackhawk version, don't get it confused with that. It is the slightly worse version than 2014. It's running off-road race tyres, just over 500 horsepower because I've decided to put the V8 diesel in it. It's not the fastest, but it should be fairly acceptable for this seasonal championship. 2 sections down, 3 sections to go, although it can certainly be said that these last 3 sections are significantly smaller than the first 2. We move on then to the challenges section, and there are the photo challenge and collectibles in this section for us. Starting off then with the photo challenge, hashtag showing off. Wants you to take a photo of any Porsche in Guanajuato with your character outside the car, and there's a little feature there from the livery by Form Firm. This will get you 2 points and an Eat My Dust reward for the Forza Links section. So very simple, head in anywhere in Guanajuato, open photo mode, and then if you click the Y button for effect, or whatever button that is mapped on your controller or keyboard, scroll down to where it says character, and you should be able to flick where they are, so it should say like in car, front, near side, or stuff like that. So you just need to select one of the ones where the character appears outside the car, and you'll be able to see that in the actual photo display. And then you just need to take a photo, and obviously make sure you are in a Porsche as well. Hopefully, but you'll get both ticks, you'll get the gold reward, and you'll have the photo challenge completed. And latterly, for the challenges section, we have the Collectibles challenge, Best in Pole, which wants you to smash 10 Horizon Companion cubes in Valle de las Ranas. Again, apologies to the Mexicans for butchering the pronunciation of that, which I am aware that I have probably done. This will get you 3 points towards the playlist, and also the air guitar emote reward if you again are interested in that, which I am not. So, if you were wondering where the location of Valle de las Ranas is located, you'll need to head to the northeast of your map, and you'll see just below the canyon there is this dirt road here, and this is the location of Valle de Ranas. Then you'll see some of these cubes here. They are basically H's in neon colours. You need to smash 10 of these, like that. So you have to hit them with some force to be able to smash them. Then they will go grey, and that is how you know that you've smashed them. Once you've done 10 of them, it'll say challenge completed, and you'll have completed the challenges section of the festival playlist. Once done, you will have completed the challenges section of the festival playlist. And just a note with that one as well, you do not need to be in any specific car. I was just in the Z4 because that's obviously what I use for the PR stunt, but you can be in any car to go and complete that challenge. The second to last section of the Autumn Festival playlist is the monthly events, and as per last week we have 4 monthly rivals events. 2 of them are normal monthly rivals, and then we have 2 Forza EV rivals, and that is because in the survey that I mentioned near the start of the video that the developers put out for the Community Choice Festival playlist, Obviously, the majority of people voted to have 4 monthly Rivals events in the month. I'm personally quite happy with that, because I do quite like doing them, and 4 separate leaderboards is always appreciated. As for the actual challenges themselves, all you need to do for all 4 of them is post a clean lap to complete the challenge. You obviously have to do each of them separately, so by completing one it won't automatically complete all 4 of them. You do have to do each one of those separately, but all that means is you need to make sure that you post a clean lap, i.e. not a dirty lap. So if you notice an exclamation mark next to your time, that means it is dirty or flagged, and this is usually because you've hit a wall, you've hit rewind, or you've missed a checkpoint. All of those things will flag your lap as dirty. You just need to avoid that. So if it means that you drive around quite slowly and make sure you don't hit anything, absolutely fine. You do not need to beat your rival, so just pick a random rival or let it randomly assign you a rival. Go ahead, post a clean lap, and then you can quit out of the event. Obviously don't restart, quit out of the event, and it will have completed the event for you. And the points are distributed across the series, so for each of them they are worth 4 points, and that 4 points will be added to the series. Then it will add 1 point to each of the seasons of the series. So if you complete it this week, it will add it onto summer, autumn, winter and spring, and then 4 points onto the series, and that is for all of them. So of course that means that there is a total of 16 points added to the series, and 4 points every week. I hope that makes sense. Pressing on, we have our final section of the festival playlist. Well, technically it is 2 sections, but I'm just going to combine it into one and refer to it as the expansion events. So we have the Rally Adventure events and the Hot Wheels events. You do need to own both of these expansions to be able to access these challenges. So you can buy them as the expansion bundle or as part of the premium add-ons bundle, and then you will have access to the festival playlist challenges for these events. You do have to get so far into the story mode of the expansions to be able to access these festival playlist challenges. So for the Hot Wheels one, you have to reach S2 class in the system, and for Rally Adventure you have to reach a certain point as well to be able to access these challenges. But once you do, you'll have a drift zone for the Rally Adventure events and a danger sign, and they are also S1 modern sports cars, so the same cars that we used for the PR Stunts on the main map. Then we have a seasonal championship on Rally Adventure, C-Class Retro Rally, and B-Class Subaru on Hot Wheels. So for the Subaru one, cars like the Subaru WRX from 2005, I have a tune for that shared. Subaru Legacy RS, I have a B700 tune for that shared. And the Subaru 22B, I also have a tune for that shared. And for Retro Rally, you've got things like the 94 Celica, again the Subaru Legacy RS, but a C-Class tune. All of them should be shared on my gamertag Shylo 2017 if you are interested in completing these challenges. Okay, and that wraps up the autumn storm season of Series 29 Community Choice in Forza Horizon 5. I hope you've enjoyed this guide. I hope it gets you the points towards the festival playlist to unlock those exclusive rewards that we mentioned at the start of the video. If you did enjoy it, would be greatly appreciated if you could hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And if you turn on your notifications, you won't miss any future uploads and live streams. I hope to continue the trend of making a video every week. However, as per the goal set in last week's video, hopefully if I can get at least 2 videos out a month, then that would be more than enough for me, but I will try to get one out each week as well. I'll also try to do a first live stream of the year in the coming week or 2, so do look out for that. I'll put a post on probably in the community section if I'm planning on doing that, so do look out for that. If you do have any questions, do not hesitate to contact me in the comments section through Xbox or Discord. I will be always happy to help you, and thank you for your support as always. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!